Hello and welcome back to House of Astralis. My name is Kayla and today I will be your guide as we read for this upcoming new moon in Gemini. As always, these messages will be for your highest and best good, and all of my links are in the description down below, and I do have an announcement that I will put at the end of the video so you could enjoy your reading. So this new moon in Gemini arrives on June 14th, this upcoming Sunday. And I just want to give a shout out to House of Astralis because House of Astralis has been a thing for just over a year now. We just hit the 1 year anniversary, but my first video upload was with the new moon in Gemini last year in 2025. So very fun, very exciting. Love to see how this is all filling out. And honestly, as Gemini is in my 11th house, like this is so perfect. This is a great 1 year milestone and I'm so happy to be here, so grateful for you, so thank you. This new moon might feel a little bit lighter than maybe some previous ones, or at least the previous aspects that have been going on this year. Gemini is the sign of curiosity, communication, and connection, and new moons are always about beginnings. And with Gemini, those beginnings often come through a conversation, a decision, an idea, or a piece of information that shifts something for you. So pay attention to what gets said or what comes through around this time. Who are you talking to? What conversations and topics are being brought up? What makes this particular lunation interesting is that there is a supportive connection to Saturn, which gives it some real grounding and structure instead of Saturn coming in and in Aries being this harsh aspect. It's more supportive in this sense. And for the first time in over a decade, this new moon isn't tangled up in Neptune's confusion. We actually have Uranus here. So this is the first moon cycle with Uranus in Gemini. And again, talking about those unexpected things, the new beginnings, new conversations, what's happening around this time? Pay extra attention. And this energy might feel a lot clearer than other Gemini lunations because of that Neptune influence. You might feel more focused. With this being said, there's a sense that the decisions and conversations you have right now can open up new pathways forward. And of course, with that comes an acknowledgement of new beginnings always involving some kind of ending. You can't start new if things haven't ended. So something has to be released to make room. And we do that already with the full moon, but this is like the extra shed before the new moon, before starting something new. So if there are old stories you've been telling yourself, limiting beliefs, thoughts, and patterns that you keep circling, this would be a powerful time to consciously let them go, write them down, burn them, whatever helps you mark the transition, and then call in that new beginning. Again, Gemini, these are sometimes mental things with being ruled by Mercury. It's a lot of the internal things that we tell ourselves, and again, those limiting beliefs that we really keep and hold on to for X reason. Gemini is also connected to local community, which are the people around you, the conversations happening close to home. How are you showing up in your immediate world? Who have you been meaning to reach out to? And sometimes the ripple effects we want to see starts with the smallest, most local action. And this is coming off of the Venus and Jupiter conjunction that just happened, and that was happening in Cancer. And so that's close to home, extra close to home in your local communities. And I got this all from Stephanie Compost, and I really love the way she was putting it. So I wanted to implement that here. It's all community and local action that really spreads out. So the questions this new moon is sitting with are: what conversation could change your direction? What old story are you finally ready to stop telling? And where could a little more curiosity open something new? So again, think about where Gemini is in your chart, what's happening there, what is Uranus doing, what's that story, and sit with it and see what comes up for you. And with this, let's get into the piles here. We have two of them. I'm doing something just a teeny bit different. So I actually have a new deck here. It was gifted from my lovely friend, and it's the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. And honestly, I've never really seen the movie all the way through, so there might be things in these cards that I don't get, but I want to try it out. I wanted to give a new deck option here for this new moon and to celebrate 1 year of House of Astralis on YouTube. And we have that paired with the Amethyst card. Embrace calm and clarity. Let your intuition guide you, which is perfect because yes, let your intuition guide you to which pile is meant for you. or piles. I personally listen to both, but that's just me. And we have the Oracle deck here, paired with Malachite. Embrace transformation, let go of what holds you back. And Malachite is ruled by Mercury, so I think that's really cool that Mercury is showing up and out here in this card reading today. I am doing something a little different, like I mentioned. I'm going to do a tarot deck and then an oracle deck as the other option. I just wanted to see how that would come up, and I figured this would be a new time to start something new, you know, being curious about what's happening and being playful with it. So I will leave this here. Feel free to pause, and I will see you in your pile. Welcome back, pile 1, to your reading. I will start us off right away, but as a reminder, you chose Amethyst. Embrace calm and clarity, let your intuition guide you. First up, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and this card really talks about, you know, traditionally long-term planning, making sure that you have maybe at least solid plans or a structure to what you want, and being able to set yourself up now so that in the future you're even well more set up. And I see this because the presents are reminding me of shopping and gifting to others, which there's nothing inherently wrong with that, but if all you do is spend your money all in one go and buy yourself or people things, then you're left with little to no money. So I think it's talking about being able to carefully plan things out, maybe buy a gift now and then a gift in a week, you know, like spreading it out instead of doing it all at once. And maybe this is that new beginning for you of being able to get a hold on your money, your finances, so that you can plan for long-term goals. You know, especially if you have a very big long-term plan. I just got like moving, especially to a different country or somewhere far. You have to really plan for that now instead of just doing it last minute. So getting a handle on your pentacles right now is that new beginning so that you can go out and explore later on down the road. And next up, we've got the Ace of Wands. Immediately what came to me in the position of what story you're ready to release as like it being limited is like, I don't have enough fire. Like my candle or my flame keeps burning out, and maybe just like not having support here because the wax is just dripping all the way down. So making sure to let go of what's overextending you, how you're overextending yourself, like burning yourself out at both ends maybe, and maybe just thinking that you don't have enough of what it takes, like the passion or the creativity, the fire, that you don't have enough of what it takes there in order to get something done. So release that old narrative of not being enough, not having enough, having to have something new in order to do that. And then we've got the Five of Swords. So this is funny because this is literally the card that's telling you where you need to use your voice. So where you're holding back is with other people, standing up and confronting other beings. And again, I don't really know the movie too well, but I think this is like the villain, right? The boogeyman. Standing up to your boogeyman and your fears and making sure to use your voice so that those fears get smaller and smaller instead of thinking it's some big scary thing that can control you or overpower you, because in reality you can control things. So being able to use your voice and making sure to diminish those fears, conflicts, really talking it out. And as this is a mercurial ruled moon, I think it's really like, use your freaking voice. Use your voice and get curious about things. Get curious about your fears, your boogeymen, and why they're there in the first place. And when you kind of get curious and maybe start talking about it more or get in conversation with these things, they might become less scary because they're not some fragmented or some imaginary thing out there. It's like, okay, I'm putting it down and making it real so that I can overcome them. Sometimes if you don't think it's real, then you might not be able to overcome them because it's fake, right? Like, how can you overcome something that's fake? But making it real sometimes makes it more tangible and then makes it easier to overcome. That's what just came through to me. And lastly, what connection or exchange will open something new for you? And we've got the Fool. So perfect. Like, you've been curious and you going out there and getting rid of your demons, your boogeyman, and going out and into the world really opens you up to something quite literally new, a new beginning here. So when you get curious, take those risks, have those new beginnings, and allow yourself to be curious and explore, try something new, like go against the grain and just do what you've been wanting to do. Like that will quite literally open you up. So whatever you've been moving towards or wanting to move towards, maybe even thinking about, this is an opportunity for you to go and do that, and let your intuition guide you here. Clearly you've been thinking about this for a reason. It might keep coming up for a reason. So allow yourself to actually maybe think through that, right? Instead of pretending like it's just some dream, it's actually doing steps to get you there, and asking yourself why you would like to do that, and using your voice and using that willpower. I'm thinking of the magician, because Mercury rules the magician as well, as just being able to make it all happen. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Swords, or needles here. And again, that really talks about the ending, but a beginning at the same time. Letting things go so that you can move forward and start anew. Like, let these swords that have poked you and hurt you, and let them be, acknowledge it, but don't suffer in it. Don't make it a bigger thing than it is. And I say that because, as humans, we go through a lot of big things, but don't let it weigh you down. Don't let it suffocate you. So with that, pile 1, that is your reading. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a lovely new moon in Gemini, and thank you for all of your support over the year and many more to come. So thank you, and I will see you in the next pile, or I'll see you in the next reading. Welcome, pile 2, to your reading. Again, you got Malachite, embrace transformation, let go of what holds you back. And we will just quickly jump in with card number 1. We've got number 6, helper. So this is what's been trying to find you, a new beginning, a direction, something trying to get your attention. And I do wonder if a couple things that just came through. The owl could be a significator for you, or a specific spirit or deity that you come across and realize that the owl is part of. Like the first one that jumped out to me was Lilith. Owls are part of her symbolism, and either way, like if it's not a specific deity, it can just be the animal, like a spirit guide, or the representation of someone wise, someone who wants to help you, who's got their eye on you. I just heard like they're protecting you, and maybe they just want you to know that they're there, they've got it handled, and they want to connect with you. So this is trying to get your attention. And if you're not in so much in the let's say like spirituality aspect or esoteric aspect of it, this could literally just be a person. Someone wants to help, or the universe wants to help you, I just heard. And with that, like there might be conversations and directions and people that you might meet around this time that can lead you to this helper, or who will help you. And so next, what story are you ready to release? We have nothingness, number 26. It's the releasing the limiting belief of nothingness and feeling like you have nothing, that you are nothing, like you're not worthy. So releasing that, and consciously too, not just kind of bypassing it, but genuinely releasing it and knowing that you do have help, even if it's not tangible to you. If you can't see it, you can't hear it, you can't sense it, that you do have help, that there's not nothing there. And maybe just like I just got like the feeling of apathy, just feeling empty, the nothingness inside, like really reviving yourself, kind of like a rebirth. And I feel like Gemini would be a great sign to do that, because it's very playful, and this is a great moon cycle to do that with. So I wonder if Gemini would be in your 12th house of solitude, feeling like you're alone and that you have nothing and no one and nothing will work out. Just that feeling of nothingness, really being able to let that go. And so where do you need to use your voice? We've got death, number 39. And I guess again with that rebirth theme of using your voice to put an end to things. Using that voice to make sure that you express what you need to, so that you're not holding it all into yourself and keep carrying it forward. You have to really put it to rest. If you're a writer, a singer, like whatever you need to do, and use your voice to put it out there and let it out of your body. I'm getting like your body can't hold it, so put it out somewhere. Put that to rest. Let it end. Also, grief, right? If you're going through actual grief because of death or whatever that, an ending, I think using your voice in that manner as well. Same thing, let it out of your body, let it out of your mind, get it out of you so that it can flow through and not be so caught up in that body of yours. And lastly, we have number 5, Guardian. So this is quite literally a loop of helper and guardian. So you do have a guardian, something or someone looking out for you, spirit, the universe, and this exchange and connection with this person, this thing, will open something new for you. So once you get curious about why you feel nothingness or who this helper might be, and letting your voice out, letting you experience some things during this new moon cycle, new moon to new moon, this will open up that path for you to maybe really experience the guardianship or understand who it's coming from and where it's pulling you towards. Your next chapter is to be aware of the guardian and to be in communion with them, maybe so you can thank them and realize how they will help you or how they have helped you. And yeah, so I think clearly very powerful. You got at least one here, a helper and a guardian. Maybe that helper guides you along the way to the guardian who's always been there. One thing that came through was maybe the helper, like the owl, is the guardian's familiar, or like their spirit animal sending it to watch you and watch over you, things like that. So I think that's a very specific message for someone here. It might not fit for everyone, but either way, everyone in this pile does have help. And I think being able to sit with the nothingness and meditate on it and bring your mind back to some mindfulness will help you along that path, help you release some things as well. But again, I will champion to say, like, get it out of your body, do something maybe creative with it, create something, not necessarily to always share with someone, but just so it's not so pent up in you. So that transformation of Malachite really coming through to say, if you're holding yourself back and letting your body transform, your voice to transform in order to bloom and meet things for you. So that's a lovely reading for you, pile 2. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. I hope you have a fantastic new moon cycle, and I can't wait to read for you again next time. So I look forward to reading for you in my next reading. I am popping in here just briefly because I wanted to take a second and let you know what I've been quietly working on behind the scenes, because it's finally here. Enrollment is finally open. Like I have mentioned previously, I'm expanding House of Astralis with a monthly membership community called the Astral Commons, and I want to be clear about what this actually is, because it's not a tarot course and it's not a spiritual content subscription. Each month we work with a tarot archetype as a lens for shadow work and real inner growth. And I know shadow work is a buzzword or maybe overused, but it's self-work. It's getting deep into ourselves and about why we are that we are and growing from it. So instead of just consuming content, you're actually using it as a tool to look at yourself, at the patterns, at the blocks, and the things you keep circling around. The archetype gives you something tangible to hold alongside the deeper work. There is no tarot experience needed. You just need a willingness to show up for yourself. But the cool thing is that if you are wanting to learn tarot, this embodiment practice and this way of getting deeper with the cards in a self-reflective lens will actually help you with certain meanings, or just being able to have your own meaning for that card when it may come up for you. So you don't have to read from the textbook and have to see what the guidebook says and what the key words are, because you'll have your own experience about this card. There are 3 tiers depending on how you like to work. If you are more of a solo, self-paced person, the entry tier gets you a monthly packet, reflection prompts, and access to the growing resource library. If you want community alongside the work, the middle tier adds a live monthly call and our Discord space. Here we can chat with each other back and forth about how the card is showing up for us that month and how we're experiencing that card, because all of us have our own take on it and it shows up differently for all of us, and I think that's so cool. It's so important for us to realize, oh, this card came up for you that way and it came up for me this way, but they're both valid. Just like the tarot has so many different meanings. It's okay, and it all matters, and it's just another thing to add to your bank of situations about how this card may come up. And if you want the full depth, 2 calls, bonus drops, in your own individual card pool in the monthly forecast video, while the group is still small, that's the top tier. Prices right now are the lowest they may ever be because I will be raising them as the community grows. So if this is calling you, now is the perfect time. Again, enrollment opens on April 26th, so by the time you will see this, the link is in the description below. So I look forward to having you there. I look forward to meeting you and doing the inner work with you because I'm doing it alongside you. I'm doing this every month with myself, with you guys, and this is a great opportunity for me to see myself through the lens of the cards. And with that, that's my little spiel about what I've been working on, and I'm excited to be able to share this with you here and possibly see you in there.